Hello, this is Ludolphin here for Sentinels of the Multiverse Weekly One-Shot number 67. All the things. Randomized start. The air. Was it air? Shimmered and warped as distorted versions of Ambuscade's killing devices began to appear all around the heroes. The idealist gawked at the spectacle. And I thought I dreamed up some crazy stuff. Legacy knew there was no time to lose. Be careful, team. The only way to stop them is to overwhelm them with our own numbers. Captain Cosmic chuckled. You got it, boss. As he and Unity got to work. This one-shot requires Mini-Pack 1, Infernal Relics, Wrath of the Cosmos, and Vengeance. And it features Ambuscade against Captain Cosmic, Unity, the Sentinels, Visionary, and Legacy in the Realm of Discord. It's a randomized start, so there's no spoilers to be had here, I guess. Games will vary, starting hands will vary, etc. This one-shot actually is designed to be a hint as to Termination Unity's unlock condition, which has been discovered, and I think, if I recall, it's that you have to last one round from the start of the villain turn to the next start of the villain turn, with H×5 hero targets in play, with Unity on the team, of course. And this team is very well dispatched for that. Obviously, Captain Cosmic and Unity have the most hero targets in their deck between their constructs and mechanical golems. Sentinels count as 4 hero targets. Visionary has her decoy projection, which counts as a hero target, and also provides deck manipulation. Ambuscade is one of the easiest villains, so it's really easy to try to just set up winning conditions against him. Legacy makes games easier, inherently, and the Realm of Discord is a card that turns all ongoing and equipment cards into targets. And Legacy is very ongoing heavy, and there are some ongoing and equipment cards in the other hero decks as well. So if we get Imbued Vitality, which is that card, we can get a lot of hero targets in play. But since there are 5 heroes, we're going to need 25 hero targets to unlock Termination Unity. However, I've already unlocked her, so that's not going to be happening today, but just in case you were wondering what the point of this weekly one-shot is, it's definitely easy. No point in disguising that. I have found you, my prey. Your time runs short. Au revoir. Your evil-doing days are numbered, no matter how dangerous you are. Have at them, allies. So Captain Cosmic's, in this randomized start, starts with an Autonomous Blade, Construct Cataclysm, Cosmic Crest, and Vitality Conduit. Unity starts with Hasty Augmentation, Inspired Repair, Powered Shockwave, and Volatile Parts. Sentinels, and actually I didn't even notice that this was the Adamant Sentinels, start with Coligonous Form, Horrifying Dichotomy, Human Shield, and Restorative Burst. Visionary starts with Cerebral Hemorrhage, Mind Spike, Telekinetic Cocoon, and Rest the Mind. And Legacy starts with Bolster Allies, Fortitude, Inspiring Presence, and Takedown. So Ambuscade, let's just read his card. Villain, Superhuman Hunter. Setup. At the start of the game, Ambuscade enters play Superhuman Hunter side up. Cards are revealed from the top of the villain deck until 4 device cards are revealed and put into play. The other revealed cards are shuffled back into the villain deck. Gameplay. At the end of the villain turn, Ambuscade deals the hero target with the highest HP 4 projectile damage. He flips if he gets his cloaking device in play, and he becomes the villain Invisible Stalker. Gameplay. At the start of the villain turn, if the personal cloaking device is not in play, Ambuscade flips. Ambuscade is immune to damage. At the end of the villain turn, Ambuscade deals the hero target with the lowest HP 4 energy damage. So he only has 50 HP, and his deck completely lacks hero ongoing or equipment card destruction. So you can get set up against him very easily, but he does have a lot of potential for trolling with his personal cloaking device, which makes him immune to damage and flips him to the side. He also has some devices that give him damage reduction as well as damage retaliation, which sort of sucks, but a lot of his devices are rather inert. He also has trap cards, but traps only enter play like when they would enter play, they're shuffled back into the deck face up, and then if they happen to be on the top of the deck face up, then they act. So they have a delayed effect, but they typically, I don't know, I feel like whenever I played Ambuscade, I see a trap at most once, so. Alright, let's start the game. The 4 random devices we have are Reactive Plating, Device, Reduce damage dealt to Ambuscade and this card by 1. The first time a target deals damage to Ambuscade each turn, this card deals that target 2 energy damage. We have the Sonic Mine device. When this card is destroyed, this card deals each hero target 2 sonic damage. Targets dealt damage this way cannot deal damage until the start of the next villain turn. Custom Hand Cannon device. At the end of the villain turn, Ambuscade deals the hero with the most cards in play 2 projectile damage. And Personal Cloaking device. When this card enters play, flip Ambuscade's villain character card to his invisible stalker side. So he starts immune to damage. And he gets a second reactive plating, so now he has a DR of 2, which sucks. The Custom Hand Cannon hits the hero with the most cards in play, happens to be the Adamant Sentinels because they have 4 cards in play, and so we have a choice here. I'll just throw it on mainstay because he has the most hit points. He didn't start with his rocket launchers, so we didn't take too much damage that turn. Now, the Ambuscade's card says he deals the hero target with the lowest HP 4 energy damage. So that would be targeting like the Idealist repeatedly, but if I put the Cosmic Crest out, he'll be targeting the Cosmic Crest. And the Cosmic Crest provides Captain Cosmic and all constructs immunity to energy damage. So I think that the Cosmic Crest is what we're going to play here. And we're going to use Captain Cosmic's base power. Look at the top card of his deck. It's a Conservation of Energy, which is an interesting card. I could destroy the Cosmic Crest and either draw 2 cards or play 2 cards. I could also not destroy the Cosmic Crest and either draw 1 card or play 1 card, which allows me to play something else from my hand if I so wanted to. But I'm going to hold on to it. And we draw an Augmented Ally. Captain Cosmic draws an Augmented Ally, rather, allowing for extra power uses to certain heroes. Alright, so that wasn't really a particularly exciting turn, and Unity's is going to be even less so, because she lacks mechanical golems. She could give someone else a power if she wanted to. She could draw a card and play a card, which could potentially draw into a mechanical golem, but I like to hold on to Inspired Repair in case some of my golems need to regain hit points. Powered Shockwave is going to do 1 lightning damage to each villain target, which unfortunately will not hit the reactive platings, and it will take out the Sonic Mine, which will hit all of us and stop us from doing damage. And then there's Volatile Parts, which could just be put into play for now, but since we lack a mechanical golem, I think I'm not going to play a card, and since... yeah, I'm just get my power as well. Unity draws a Flash Forge and a Platform Bot, so we got our first mechanical golem. We can start making progress. Alright, Sentinels. Let's see, Horrifying Dichotomy would do quite a bit of damage. Human Shield would allow for defense on some of the heroes. Restorative Burst allows for hero-wide HP recovery, as well as unincapacitating a Sentinel. But I think I'm going to start with Caligula's Form. It's one of the better signature cards, because it redirects damage from the Wraith, and also reduces it by 2, which makes it slightly less useful, but it at least redirects damage from the Wraith. Wraith. Someone criticized my pronunciation of this name, and I still don't know how it's supposed to be pronounced, so I keep saying different things. I think I keep saying the Wraith because I keep thinking of the Wraith, but this is just Wraith. So I'm going to put Caligula's Form in play, and now we have a choice of 4 powers. We have taken some damage, so we could regain hit points and draw a card. Deal damage. The next damage is Irreducible. That could be helpful against the reactive plating. Deal damage. Reduce damage dealt by a target this way by 1. And first time a non-hero target is destroyed, move it to the bottom of his deck. I don't think this effect is going to be particularly useful because I don't think that there are cards in Ambuscade's deck that searches trash for certain cards. So we're going to avoid that one. But we could... well... the only thing that deals damage right now is Ambuscade, so we can't really reduce the next damage dealt by Ambuscade because Idealist's power only reduces damage dealt by a target dealt damage this way, so they would have to be hit. Mainstays could be useful against the reactive plating. It would do 1 melee damage, but then make the next damage dealt to it irreducible. Which, if we use Mind Spike, would do a full 3 psychic damage. A combo that I heard about once was Rest the Mind on the Sonic Mine. So I think we might utilize that. So we're not going to kill the Sonic Mine right now. But I'm already getting ahead of myself. Let's just use Haymaker to help hit a reactive plating. We probably want to get the personal cloaking device out at some point, but I'm not in a rush because the reactive platings have to go too. Sentinels draw a coordinated assault. And as I said, rest the mind on the Sonic Mine, I think, was useful. So order of operations is pretty important. So whenever that target deals damage, you may redirect that damage to another target. If you do, the Visionary deals the target next to this card and herself 3 psychic damage each. So it's... damage redirection is always potent, but, what was I going to say? Damage redirection is always potent, and this one has the counter effect of Visionary hitting herself for a lot, as well as hitting the target in play. Now, Sonic Mine only deals damage when it's destroyed, and it will deal each hero target 2 sonic damage, which, in a game that could have potentially 25 hero targets, this could do a total of 50 sonic damage, and if we can redirect that to villain targets at will, that can be pretty nice. However, each time we try to redirect damage, Visionary will deal herself damage, unless she can't deal damage, which this card conveniently allows Visionary to not be able to deal damage. So if we let the Sonic Mine hit Visionary, then we can freely redirect all the future damage of Sonic Mine and let it get destroyed easily, at the expense of Visionary not being able to at the expense of Visionary taking damage. But that's probably way down the line. Alright, Visionary's power is for one player to draw 2 cards and discard a card. So it's always benefits Unity. It benefits every hero, but Unity usually likes it the most. But let's think. So Legacy has a number of cards that he can play, so he doesn't need it right away. Sentinels, they have a number of cards they could play, but they also would like to get more signatures in play. Unity likes this, but she does have an equipment card and a platform bot that she could use, as well as a Flash Forge to get whatever she wants. And Cosmic has several constructs that he can get into play at some point. Visionary only has 2 damage dealers and damage immunity to herself via telekinetic cocoon. And as I said, Ambuscade completely lacks the ability to destroy ongoing cards, so as soon as I play telekinetic cocoon, if I never destroy it, Visionary will be immune to damage for the entire game. Just can't do things. But I think Sentinels is the option I wanted. Sentinels draw another coordinated assault and a second chance. And as exciting as second chance is, I already have a card that flips an incapacitated hero. It's only when Dr. Medico is active, and it only restores it to 3 HP, but I've not really encountered many situations where Sentinels get incapped. Then again, I've probably not played them enough. And Visionary draws a decoy projection, which she could use to increase hero targets. Number of hero targets. Alright, so I like being able to deal more damage, so I'm going to play the Inspiring Presence, even though we're going to miss out on the HP recovery aspect. But we will get a bunch of damage boosts now. We'll get a +1 from Inspiring Presence, as well as a +1 from Galvanize, so now damage dealt by hero targets is increased by 2. Hidden Legacy draws a Heroic Interception. Alright, Realm of Discord plays Imbued Frailty, Distortion. When this card enters play, destroy all other Distortion cards. Increase all damage dealt by 1. So now damage dealt by hero targets is increased by 3. Nice. Alright, Run and Gun, 1 shot. Ambuscade deals the hero target with the highest HP 2 projectile damage. Shuffle the villain trash into the villain deck. Play the top card of the villain deck. So, damage, shuffle, card, snatch and grab, 1 shot. Ambuscade deals the hero target with the highest HP 3 melee damage and 4 energy damage. Which is also Legacy, and Imbued Frailty is adding up a lot here. Cosmic Crest spared that energy damage, and if I hit Wraith, the heroes will not take damage because of Caldecanus form. Unfortunately, Ambuscade is still immune to damage, but oh well. Okay. So what choices do we have here? We have the Conservation of Energy still. Construct Cataclysm, which would destroy the Cosmic Crest, And then Captain Cosmic could either deal one target 1 irreducible energy damage or up to one target 3 energy damage each. We have the Autonomous Blade. The first time that target deals damage each turn, this card deals one target 2 energy damage. The Augmented Ally. At the start of that hero's turn, their player may discard a card. If they do, they may use a power immediately. Well, the Sentinels have a lot of powers. I'm thinking about the Augmented Ally. Also thinking about Vitality Conduit on Legacy. He doesn't have his, like, cards that redirect villain target damage to himself, but that could be useful for him. We could also do it on Mainstay with Human Shield. Or we could eventually get it on Stealth Bot if we get Stealth Bot. Augmented Ally on Sentinels would provide for quite a few options, but I don't know. We don't have super exciting things happening just yet either. I think we'll put the Vitality Conduit on Legacy. And then we'll just look at the top card of Cosmic's deck. It's a Dynamic Siphon. Excellent. So with the Sentinels, you can only play it on one of them, and whoever triggers it would then have their power activated, I think, is how that works. I'm not sure. Who would benefit the most from this? I'm just going to throw out Mainstay, because he's the most reliable damage dealing we have right now. And Cosmic draws another Dynamic Siphon. Alright, so if I want that Platform Bot, I have to play Volatile Parts and destroy it. However, Platform Bot would be dealt damage by Ambuscade, because it would then become the hero target with the lowest HP. So maybe I don't want to do that. Flash Forge? I could discard probably everything but Platform Bot. Get a Construction Pylon, Stealth Bot, Swift Bot, and something else. I'm gonna do that. Flash Forge. So, Hasty Augmentation is great, but I'm gonna lose that. And Inspired Repair. Powered Shockwave or Volatile Parts. I think I'm gonna just discard 3, so would I rather be able to do a bunch of damage to villain targets? Or whenever a golem is destroyed. I guess we're not going to try to destroy golems. I'm going to lose Volatile Parts. We're going to stop. We're going to draw the Construction Pylon and the Stealth Bot and the Swift Bot. So those are like the 3 cards I first go for whenever I have a what was it called? Flash Forge. Construction Pylon is nice because you can get 2 golems into play instead of 1. Swift Bot is great because it lets you play an additional card during your play phase and draw an additional card during your draw phase. So you're more likely to find mechanical golems. And if you draw a Flash Forge, not only do you get to play it, but you also get to play a Construction Pylon or something else that you could then use to put the golems you just drew into play, which is a nice combo. And Stealth Bot is great because having Stealth Bot out makes the villains, and well, basically anything, unable to do ping damage. That is, if they do 1 damage to each hero target, that is now negated because all of that will get redirected to Stealth Bot. This also helps save mechanical golems like Raptor Bot, which has only 2 HP and no damage reduction, but a blow that would kill Raptor Bot, you could redirect to Stealth Bot and keep Raptor Bot in play and hopefully still Stealth Bot. However, we still lack equipment cards, so there's nothing to do with Unity's power yet. Unity draws a Scrap Metal, which could be destroyed to put Platform Bot in play. And we're back to the Sentinels. So Coordinated Assault would do 5 melee damage, increased by 2 thanks to Legacy, increased by 1 thanks to Imbued Vitality. And we still have the next damage dealt to Reactive Plating irreducible. So we could do Coordinated Assault, take the Reactive Plating down to 1, and then destroy it with some hero. See, I'm gonna do that. I just keep saying, I keep coming up with a thought and like just keep going with it because it's like I don't have any other better thoughts right now. So what's the better way of taking out that reactive plating? I could use mainstay for it, but I could also have mainstay hit the other reactive plating and make that damage irreducible. If I do that, then I could like cerebral hemorrhage to take out both reactive platings. Well, not both, but reduce or deal damage to them all. I don't need decoy projection and mind spike. Yeah, so let's let's do what I just said. Let's hit this reactive plating. Now with the +3, it's actually the damage taken -1 doesn't even matter as much. Blackout. Nice. This is an especially great card because you can manipulate villain targets to hit villain targets and trigger effects that would not normally trigger. Okay, so I don't think I've really been like explaining my goal too well here. I've just been like doing things. But currently Ambuscade is immune to damage because he's on Invisible Stalker, which normally means that Personal Cloaking Device is what you should take out, because once you destroy a Personal Cloaking Device, then you wait 1 round, and then at the start of the villain turn, Ambuscade would flip and then be no longer immune to damage, and then we could win the game. But since we have 2 reactive platings out, each one says reduce damage dealt to Ambuscade by 1, and the first time a target deals damage to Ambuscade, this card deals that target 2 energy damage. So it makes it harder to hit Ambuscade and also makes Ambuscade react. And I want to take these cards out. And since there are 2 of them, damage dealt to Ambuscade is reduced by 2, and there'll be 2 instances of 2 energy damage dealt to targets dealing damage to Ambuscade, which is not nice. So I'm focusing on the reactive platings to take them out. We also have the Sonic Mine, which is just sitting there not really doing anything right now. It only reacts when it's destroyed, and we haven't done anything that hits damage indiscriminately, but we do have a backup plan with Rest the Mind, where we can redirect all the damage dealt by Sonic Mine, and therefore save the heroes from being dealt damage, as well as being able to deal damage for the 1 round. And then there's this custom hand cannon, which I've been totally ignoring, and that's because all this card does is deal 2 projectile damage. And it is always directed at the hero with the most cards in play, which has been Sentinels, but it's probably going to turn into Captain Cosmic eventually, since he can get a lot of constructs in play. And then Captain Cosmic will be taking 2 projectile damage each round, but it's only 2 damage, which is rather low compared to the 4 on Ambuscade's card, and the 2 to each target from Sonic Mine, and the 2 energy damage reaction from the reactive plating. So it's just sort of like a lesson in priorities. Like, just because there are villain targets in play doesn't mean you have to take them all out. The goal is to destroy Ambuscade. So priority 1 is destroy the Personal Cloaking Device, but currently I'm focusing on priority 0, which is take off the reactive platings. And technically you don't need to take out the reactive platings, you could just ignore them and try to take down Ambuscade, but it's just easier for him not to react. So let's use Cerebral Hemorrhage and see what we can do here. So the next damage dealt to reactive plating is irreducible, so 5 irreducible Psychic won't kill it, but it will put it down to 1. And we can kill the other reactive plating easily. And now here, if I really, really wanted to utilize Sonic Mine, I would take out Sonic Mine. Sonic Mine would go off. One of the hits has to hit Visionary, so that Visionary does not kill herself with all the redirects. But we have Cosmic, the Cosmic Crest, and a Dynamic Siphon, and a Vitality Conduit. So those are 4 targets from Cosmic's deck. Then we have Unity, which is 1. The Sentinels, which is 4, so 9. Visionary is already hit, and Legacy is 1. So there'd be 10 targets. We can redirect damage 10 times. So 2 Sonic damage redirected 10 times. 5 of those would kill the Personal Cloaking Device. 1 of those would kill reactive plating. I guess it's increased by 1, actually, by Imbued Frailty. So we would be able to actually destroy everything on Ambuscade's side. Is it worth it? Because Legacy's not going to be dealing damage. I guess getting rid of the personal cloaking device ASAP is good. So we're going to do that combo. So Sonic Mine is destroyed. So Sonic Mine is going off. And let's see if I counted this correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But Visionary is going to be hit, so it's really 10, which is the number I said. So Visionary has to be hit so that Rest of the Mine doesn't kill her. So skip this. So Visionary cannot deal damage, but now the others, and now the order actually does not matter at all. We can redirect these to wherever we want. If we still wanted to, we could redirect to a Dynamic Siphon and have Mainstay deal damage. Or we can redirect to Vitality Conduit and have Legacy regain HP. But I don't want to do that. So first let's redirect to Personal Cloaking Device. So Personal Cloaking Device cannot deal damage. And then let's redirect to Personal Cloaking Device. Personal Cloaking Device still can't deal damage. Redirect to Personal Cloaking Device. Personal Cloaking Device cannot deal damage. Personal Cloaking Device destroyed. Now when the Personal Cloaking Device is destroyed, Ambuscade remains invisible and therefore immune to damage. He does not flip back until the start of his turn. At the start of the villain turn, if the Personal Cloaking Device is not in play, Ambuscade flips. Alright, so we still have the Reactive Plating. That is something we want to deal with. And now the Reactive Plating is destroyed. And then I have several other hits left, so I might as well take out the Custom Hand Cannon. So where does that leave us? We have... oh, I guess... I was hoping to see how many targets were left. We're hitting Mainstay, which I think means we have Idealist, Wraith, Visionary, and Legacy. Plus Mainstay. So there are 5 hits left. So if I really wanted to, I could hit the Dynamic Siphon. And then Mainstay could do a power, but it wouldn't really do anything. Could redirect to Vitality Conduit, and then Legacy would regain hit points. And there's the reason to hit the Cosmic Crest. So there's still some villain targets. I could redirect to Ambuscade, even though it's immune to damage. I could redirect to the Sonic Mine and put it even negativer, so I'm just going to do that. Oh. And now Sonic Mine can't deal damage, so it's good that I didn't start there. There's nothing left to hit, though. But yeah, Sonic Mine could no longer deal damage, and so the rest of the damage was cancelled. But now we've cleared Ambuscade's board of devices, so it's more chill. Who wants cards? Probably Sentinels still. We do have Blackout now. But Unity does have something to do at least. Cosmic has several things he could do. Legacy has several cards he would like to play, so let's have Sentinels try to get another signature. Sentinels draw Positive Energy and Blackouts. So the Blackouts are nice. Nice thing about Blackout, this deals each non-hero target 2 infernal damage by whatever target is selected. Positive Energy also deals damage to each villain target, so we want to hold on to those, because those could be potent for destroying all of whatever devices come out. Coordinated Assault could do a lot of damage. Horrifying Dichotomy does a lot of damage with damage boosts. Honestly, I think I'm just going to lose the Restorative Burst, because I don't need to be defensive right now. Visionary draws Psychic Maelstrom. Alright, so now Legacy. I think Fortitude, just for defense, despite what I just said. And Galvanize the troops. And Legacy draws Thok. Alright. Realm of Discord plays Ethereal Bonds. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals the hero target with the highest HP 2 energy damage. A target dealt damage this way cannot deal damage until the start of the next environment turn. Well, that is Captain Cosmic, but guess what? He is immune to energy damage, so he can still deal damage. Alright, Ambuscade flips. Charged attacks. Ongoing. Increased damage dealt by Ambuscade by 1. Whenever a device is destroyed, Ambuscade deals each target 2 energy damage. Well, it's pretty good that we destroyed all the devices before this came out, because otherwise it'd be pretty hairy. And actually, with this team, no, never mind. I was going to say Unity is the only hero with ongoing destruction, but Visionary does have ongoing destruction as well via a power. And that's actually the only ongoing card in Ambuscade's deck, so once we destroy it, there's nothing else to worry about. But there are no devices in play, and Ambuscade is just sitting there by himself. So we could all just focus on him right now, very easily. So I feel like we still don't really have any need for Augmented Ally. Like, we could double up on Idealist and Mainstay's powers, but... I don't know. Yeah, sure, we'll do that. We'll throw that on the Idealist. Let's go ahead, look at the top card of Cosmic's deck. It's Autonomous Blade. So we'll throw that on Mainstay. Because he's been the most reliable source of damage dealing, and Cosmic draws Construct Cataclysm. Alright, so the Construction Pylon that we can now use to get golems in play, finally. And now we have golems, and now Unity will draw 2 cards, a B-Bot, which can be used to destroy charged attacks, and Champion Bot. Alright, discard a card if you do use a power immediately. Let's lose Human Shield. Oh, and it doesn't matter who. Alright, anyone can use a power. Well, I'll still have Idealist do it. This will negate the charged attacks a bit. And let's see, Coordinated Assault. That's going to do 8 melee damage. But Horrifying Dichotomy, Medica will do 6 energy damage, and Wraith will do 6 infernal damage, which is even better. Like, we're already 20% of the way through his HP. Like, he's not going to last for long unless he gets invisible again. Might as well do more damage while we're at it. 5 damage. Sentinels basically reduced his hit points. Actually, oh no, with Captain Cosmic, we just destroyed half of Ambuscade's HP in a single turn. And Sentinels draw Team Communication. Okay. Well, I guess we might as well just focus on damage, so there's not much to say here. Just damage all the time. Who wants cards? Legacy has a damage dealer. Cosmic, I guess if he really wanted to, he could destroy all of his constructs. He does have cards he would like to play with, though. I'll give it to Unity, finally. Unity has Modular Workbench and a Raptor Bot. Well, we want the Raptor Bot, I think. Modular Workbench, Empowered Shockwave, and then get Raptor Bot out is probably the best play. So I'm going to lose the Scrap Metal, even though I don't really like discarding equipment cards. Visionary draws Mental Divergence, which can destroy ongoing cards. And if I really, really wanted to be safe, I could play Takedown, and I will. So now Ambuscade can't do anything. He's done. He's gone. Nothing the environment can do, I don't think. Other than maybe make him immune to damage. Heroic Interception. And redirect this. This would become... Sure. Save Legacy, because... Alright, Imbued Frailty. Increase the power. I was thinking it was going to be 1 damage to Stealth Bot, but hey. Imbued Vitality. There we go. Distortion. When this card enters play, destroy all other Distortion cards. Each ongoing and equipment card now has a maximum HP of 6. Well, the good news is charged attacks now has 6 hit points. Unity wants to deal damage. This would become 2 to Stealth Bot, so that's safe. Or 1. Oh. Oh, right. Imbued Frailty is gone. Never mind. Unity can take this. So yeah, Ambuscade could not play cards because of Takedown. And now... Thanks to Imbued Vitality, Caligulous Form is a new hero target, And Inspiring Presence, Fortitude, and Takedown are new hero targets. So remember that we were trying to get like 25 hero targets in play. We're not going to get there. But with Cosmic Crest, Unity, Stealthbot, Swiftbot, Medico, Mainstay, Idealist, Wraith, Coligonist form, as well as the 3 constructs here, Visionary, Legacy, Inspiring Presence, Fortitude, and Takedown, we're at 18 hero targets. So if you were trying to get Termination Unity, we would try to play more hero targets. Like 7 more hero targets, although Takedown's going to get destroyed, as well as try to make sure the Realm of Discord doesn't destroy Imbued Vitality, which Visionary can't do, actually. And then last one more round after that, because we have to start Ambuscade's turn with at least 25 hero targets in play, and then we have to last an entire round with at least 25 hero targets, get back to Ambuscade's turn, and then we would unlock Termination Unity. That's not going to happen, though, because Ambuscade's going to die. The question is, how can we best do that? And unfortunately, let's see. Unless I try to utilize constructs, which I don't think there's a really good way of doing so. Autonomous Blade on Unity would do 4 energy damage on her turn. Construct Cataclysm, there are 5 constructs in play, so Cosmic could do 5 irreducible energy, increased by 2 thanks to Legacy to 7. Putting Ambuscade down to 11. Which I guess is more than what Autonomous Blade would do. So yeah, I'm going to do that. Order does not matter. Deal 1 target 5 irreducible energy, becoming 7. And now let's see what Cosmic has in store. Energy Bracer. Play this card next to a hero character card, as in not Stealthbot. But I could put this on Mainstay. And Cosmic draws at Harsh Offense. Now, Energy Bracer on Mainstay is great, especially once Mainstay gets Durasteel Chains, because this also provides damage reduction to Mainstay, but especially when he has the card I had discarded, Human Shield. You may redirect any damage that would be dealt to a hero target to Mainstay, because Mainstay with 3 Energy Bracers and Durasteel Chains has a damage reduction of 4, and being able to redirect any hero damage to Mainstay and reducing it by 4 is quite overpowered. Okay, well, we can play 2 cards. We have 2 cards, so Modular Workbench and Powered Shockwave. And let's see what this does. It's doing 5 lightning damage, almost killing charged attacks, but not really. And now I can use a power. I'm going to keep the Modular Workbench in play just so I have more hero targets, even though it's not going to matter. I'm going to lose B-Bot. We'll put Raptorbot out. And Supply Crate is drawn, and Raptorbot is drawn, and Raptorbot wins the game. As I said at the start, Ambuscade is one of the easiest villains, and there's not really any point in hiding that fact. He can troll. If he starts with charged attacks and both of his reactive platings and his rocket launcher, you're kind of like you're in for a world of hurt. Actually, if he starts with like a bunch of devices and that gets charged attacks, you could end up in this terrible situation where you destroy one device, like Personal Cloaking device, which you have to destroy in order to progress the game, and then Ambuscade reacts and deals damage to each target, which is what charged attack says, is deal each target 2 energy damage, increased by 1 by that own card, to 3. He could destroy another device, which starts another round of deal each target 3 damage, which could destroy another device, which starts another round of 3 damage to each target, which could destroy another device, which starts another round of 3 damage. And so you have to be really careful if charged attacks comes out. You might even end up in a situation where you can't win. Unless you have ongoing destruction, which, you know, only 1 card out of 25 cards in his deck is an ongoing card, so you know, you might not want to bring ongoing destruction, but you probably want to make sure you have that somewhere in your arsenal, just in case. But that was a rather short game. Unfortunately, we didn't prolong it for the 25 hero targets, but there was no need because we were very well set up, and I don't know, I think we were due a short game. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you found this one-shot entertaining. Hope you found this video entertaining as well. And I'll be back next week for next week's one-shot. Thanks for watching.